Hey, how you doing today? My name is Relyea, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I wanted to talk about 5 different Hollow Knight mods that are currently in process, and these are really big, either expansions or something that's gonna like change the game of Hollow Knight, and they just look so cool. So this includes Fyremoth, Hallownest Vocalized, Maskbearer, Pale Court, and the Sanctuary. Each one of these is either some sort of mod or expansion and just makes the game a heck of a lot bigger, and I'm really excited to just kind of share and talk with you guys about where each of these projects are in their development cycle and kind of what they are. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. The first project that I want to talk to you guys about today is, of course, Hallownest Vocalized, and I believe that that's what, wait, it is Hallownest Vocalized, right?
Yeah, it is Hallownest Vocalized.
Hallownest Vocalized, perfect. And we got CC Mackey, the one, the only. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really just want to learn more about your project. You're the first up, so can you tell us a little bit, just at a high level, first off, what is your project about? What are you working on?
The project aims to program English voice actors into Hollow Knight so we can enhance the player's immersion when interacting with the bugs of Hallownest. It will have every single character, NPC, book, inventory item, hunter's journal, anything that puts text on screen will be given voice.
That's awesome. So how many people are working on the project?
117 voice actors in the project voicing it. I have 2 programmers on the team who are working on it. Technically, some people from my Discord server did help with some technical stuff, so those guys as well helped out. And then me. I'm the director for the project. I was the one who... I didn't come up with the idea technically. Someone else did try this idea. His name's Ravenbane.
Oh, yeah. I just know him from his YouTube videos.
Yeah. Ravenbane and Grin tried this.
So, and then overall, kind of how has development been going for it? As far as the dev side of it, and also just getting the voice actors going and up and running.
We have a little problem with, we're not too sure what the overall volume of audio for a character, so like how loud their volume is. We don't know currently what the mod wants that like overall volume to be for every single character. Once we do, we're gonna have to go to all the audio that I have. We're gonna have to normalize it all to meet that specification.
Well, if you're watching this and you are, you know anything about audio engineering and think that you could normalize some audio for CC, where would be the best place to reach you? At email or DM somewhere?
Twitter. You can contact me on Twitter at CCMACI. That's CCMaci.
I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. Yeah.
Yeah, my Discord is at CCMaci #7808. So if you want to contact me on Discord, that works too.
So how long have you guys been working on the project?
Well, as I said, it technically, when I wasn't working on it, when Ravenbane and Grin were working on it, they were trying to work on it from like December 2020 to April 2021. And then I picked up in summer, I think in June, a year now. Technically, this idea has been worked on for a year, but personally, I've been working on it since June. Okay.
Yeah, so a little bit. So do you have any ideas as to when this will be ready? It could be a general estimation, or I don't know, just a rough sense.
So when I started the project, I really wanted to get it out before Silksong, for multiple reasons. Just when Silksong does release, not as many people are going to be interested in these, you know, these mods, these side projects. So I'd really like to get it out before Silksong, though. I don't want to rush and lose quality in the product. Hopefully early February.
Oh wow, okay.
But I do not know if that's going to happen. I want to give developer notes on the project because I realize I've been pretty silent on it. I did a Team Cherry, and I just didn't talk about it that much.
All of the projects have. That's why I'm making this video. I don't know what's going on with any of the projects.
Well, I've come to realize why that is. It's because I'm working so much on it that I forget to just, I forget about the publicity side of it, where there are people who are excited about it, and I do want to give a developer's like notes on its progress.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm sure once it's done or very close, you'll start working on the quote unquote marketing and letting people know that it's done or ready. So,
right, yeah,
very cool. I'm really excited to see it once it's all done. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it, and I really appreciate you coming on. And I'll talk to you again more real soon.
All right, thank you for having me on. Bye, Relyea.
Bye. Thank you, CC. So the next project that we're going to be talking about is Fyremoth, and so I'm joined by both Rusty, who is obviously Rusty making YouTube videos and doing his big Hollow Knight stuff, and we've got one of the developers, and how do I pronounce your name? Is it Mandarin?
Yeah, that's it's Mandarin, it's Dutch, so.
Ah, very cool. So thank you guys both so much for joining me and being here, because I just really want to learn more about your project. So first question, can you describe your project and what you're working at like kind of like a high level, like just big picture? What is it you guys are doing?
We reskinned the knight and gave him fire abilities.
Yep, fire abilities, and it's a mod that kind of like reorganizes and like retweaks the combat in a way that kind of toys with damage over time abilities, because like burn damage is like a huge thing. The only damage over time abilities Hollow Knight has, like Spore Shroom and like Crest, like there aren't a lot of abilities like that, and I always felt like there should have been more. Yeah,
they're very area based and nothing in the spells themselves.
Yeah,
focus maybe.
Yeah.
So the Fyremoth mod is basically taking that and like making a mod out of it.
Interesting. Okay, and then the idea is that it's something that's additive to the entire game, so it's basically Hollow Knight but redone with these elements, right?
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a retake.
Okay.
Like it's an overhaul mod, basically.
Interesting. Okay, got it. So how many people are actually working on this project, and how long has this been going on for?
We started 9 months ago now.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be a skin, like I said, just like a simple skin that recolored the knight to have a red cloak instead of blue. And yeah, 9 months later. So,
and then how many people are working on it now? I mean, other than
4.
you two, there's 4 total?
Well,
on the main team, I think, yeah.
How has the development like been going over time? Like, has it been like pretty consistent, like slow and steady? Has it been like you have periods of like where you're going faster and periods where you're going slower, or has it been steady?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last 3 months since I uploaded that video, I have done a bit, but like not a lot.
Because we all have like so many other obligations already that it's just hard for us to line up our schedules properly. So we have times where there'll just be like weeks of silence, and there are also times where I'll get like an entire enemy sprite sheet done in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And Manda will be on it, and he'll just be like, wrong. Only to find out the bounds are dicked up.
Oh no.
For no reason.
At least there's some progress, and you guys are still working on it, because I know a lot of people are gonna be really excited for it. So we'll have to. We'll have to get everyone to leave comments down below to make you guys finish. Tell them how excited you are.
I'll try and read them all, just like I did in all the other videos Rusty uploaded.
Yes. The favorite question of anybody who's doing development. Any ideas when this will be ready? Either a general estimation. No, it's not coming soon?
Silk soon.
Silk soon.
Silk soon.
Oh, man. I have a feeling Team Cherry is never going to live that down. Like,
no.
Soon. Yeah. It's not like you guys are a development studio where it's just like you've got certain deadlines
like
and like, and you guys are doing it on the side for fun.
Full time.
Yeah, just 4 people. All of which
have a good school day,
I can get.
If I have a good school day, I can get 2 hours of work in, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that you guys got 4 people, and you've got kind of like your main team, and it sounds like you might have help from other people here and there as well. is there anything in particular that you guys need help with? Like, anybody watching this video, if we could do an all call, like if you could ask for help on anything, do you need help?
Well, I also think one of the bigger problems we've been having is the fact that I'm technically the only artist on the team.
Yeah, that's
like there's one of me and there's 3 programmers. So if I could say something off the top of my head, like in the future, what we need for development is probably like another pair of hands to help out for like artists being like animation and stuff like that.
All right, so wrapping this up, so what is the best way that people can get in contact with you and learn more about the project? Well, instead of get in contact, just get connected to learn about the project. Because don't you guys they don't necessarily need to DM you guys and be like,
no.
hey,
no.
But don't you guys have a Discord for this?
We have,
but it's private.
Find my server and look it up. Like there are people that ask about Fyremoth all the time. We don't have a Fyremoth section for it.
So the best place to stay up to date on the information would be your Discord and probably your YouTube channel and maybe even your Twitter. Rusty, is that probably the best spots?
Twitter is still a thing. Yeah, in that order, honestly.
Yeah, and if you're interested into history, I have a video on my channel.
Yes, and I'll
you
make
tweeted,
sure
you tweeted it out.
Well. Yeah, no, it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for letting me know about your project and hanging out for a little bit. I really do appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Hey,
yeah,
you're
man,
welcome.
sure. Thanks for having us on, letting us participate.
It's been awesome.
Of course. All right, bye. So the next group that we are going to be talking about today is the Maskbearer project, and I have with me the 2 different project leads. We got Trobio and Shalon. I'm probably butchering the names. I'm doing my best, but welcome, guys. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having us. I'm doing well.
Hello.
We're both doing well, it looks like.
Good to hear.
Indeed.
So the first one speaking, that's Trobio, and the second one speaking, that's Shalon. I should probably make that a little bit more clear, but thank you guys so much for being here. So I want to ask you guys, first off, what is the Maskbearer project? Like, what are you guys working on, just kind of generally speaking on a high level?
Yeah, so in Hollow Knight Maskbearer, so you play as a mysterious character that's called the Maskbearer, and you're going to travel through a whole new realm which was shattered ages before your arrival, and this is the land or the kingdom of Kindleshell. So you kind of arrive on the fringes of the kingdom, and you have to go around the extent of its borders, battling enemies, befriending allies, and uncovering these ancient secrets of the land and of its past and why it seems it's in such this decrepit state.
So how many people are working on the project so far?
Yeah.
Do I
Go
answer
ahead,
this or? Okay.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Currently there are 8 people working on Maskbearer. We filmed for multiple roles, like each and everyone does a little bit of something every once in a while, but overall we're kind of our own bosses per se. Like we'll branch out to different areas of like lore, art sometimes, world building, you name it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a controlled chaos, like everyone is an artist, so it's fun because we get to all have our own designs and we get to portray those through all of our art. And so yeah,
that's awesome, really cool. And then how has development been going? Has it been slow and steady? Do you guys go through like spurts, or has it gone on the back burner? Yeah, how's that been going?
Yeah, definitely. How would you say, Shell? I mean, like it's like spurts, kind of,
It's we do have some slow and steady pace here and there, but for the most part we'll go in between spurts and then slow and steady and back and forth. That's just mostly due to outside factors like college or school, all of that stuff, since we're not full-time devs.
Exactly. That's kind of
exactly
the gist that I've been getting from all of the different the developer, the projects and things. They're kind of, when they've got time, sometimes they'll like really dig into it, and then sometimes they slow down a little bit. So what is the scope of the project? So a little bit more detailed. You already said that this is taking place in another kingdom. You got another character. Are you able to share with us either how many bosses you're looking to create, or how many enemies, or what kind of scale you're looking at creating with this mod?
Yeah, Shal, you can kind of start us off here.
We originally were trying to go for like smaller than Hollow Knight. We're not sure if that will still be the case.
Really?
Yeah, we're hoping it will be, but basically more condensed. In
Yeah.
a sense.
We've kind of started to actually reach that point where it's like, oh man, I think we might want to make this a little bit bigger than we originally planned, because we do have a lot of ideas and a lot of things like sitting around that we would love to implement, and we're kind of like, we just got to find a place for it, you know?
Without having played Silksong, obviously, do you know kind of roughly how the movement of this game is going to feel, as far as it being more, are you kind of taking just the Little Knight and making a few little edits to that, or are you making it a little bit more fast-paced like Hornet, or kind of in between?
Yeah, it's kind of like in between at the moment, where we have some slow and we have some fast paced movements. So far it's kind of undetermined, but it could go either way. I would say it's probably gonna fall more around the night speed though.
So how long have you guys been working on this project now?
We could evenly split this in kind of like two parts, since we had the Quarrel phase and then we had like the Maskbearer phase. And I'd say each of those have lasted for roughly about 6 months now.
So every game dev's favorite question is, do you guys have any idea when this will be ready? Even if it's just a general guesstimation, or do you guys have like a, man, this would be great if it's out by this time next year?
Oh gosh, Shal, what do you think?
This is a pretty easy answer, I'd say. After Silksong, or
Yeah,
like,
most
way after
definitely.
Silksong.
Really?
We're slower than, of course, Team Cherry. They have an amazing track record of speed compared to like the amount of content they produce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So once it's all said and done, will it be released as a standalone game then? I mean, it would have to be if it's not a mod anymore, right?
Yeah, it would definitely. At that, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't thought about that. Aspect of it. I mean, what about you, Shell? I mean, like that would be such a cool thing, definitely.
For us, yeah, we plan to make this standalone, but we're gonna have some means of having a user, like PC user, basically require either Hollow Knight, Silksong, or maybe even both.
Is there anything that you guys need help with? Like, if you could reach out to somebody in my community, like, I don't know how many coders and artists and whatever else we have out there. I'm sure there's a couple of them. What do you guys need help with, if anything?
Coders. Definitely coders.
We're always like looking for people who have former experience with like working with Hollow Knight's internals, and so they can like give us feedback on how certain things might work from Team Cherry's own design.
Okay.
Yeah, so if there are any coders out there, we'd really appreciate the contribution.
Perfect. There we go. Hopefully someone will reach out to you. And what is the best way to have people reach out to you? I believe it would probably be. Don't you have a Discord, right? Yeah, Maskbearer.
Yeah. So the official Maskbearer Discord server. Get in touch with us. I mean, anyone is welcome to reach out to us.
Well, yeah. I know I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming by and talking with me, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm very glad. Thank you for having us.
Next up is the Pale Court, and unfortunately I was not able to get a hold of their devs to be able to talk about their project. My understanding of it, at least the feeling I get, is that the project is put on hold for one reason or another, whether it's personal or they just came into some roadblocks or whatever it is. I don't know if they're going to pick it back up or kind of what's going on there. Either way, if they do pick it back up, I am really excited because it just seems really, really cool. It's supposed to be some really difficult bosses. Essentially, you'd be fighting the 5 different Great Knights: Zamir, Dryia, Isma, Hejmal, and Ogrim, which is the Dung Defender. So I think all of them would be just like souped up bosses, and they're supposed to be pretty difficult. Sounds awesome. I hope that this ends up coming to see the light of day, but we'll see. If you made it this far into the video, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like. I'd really appreciate it, and let's continue. So last but not least, we are going to be interviewing Stizzle, who is part of the Sanctuary team. And I'm really interested in this one. The NPCs just look absolutely beautiful, and I just really, really want to learn more about this project. It was announced a good little while ago, And so, yeah, Stizzle, first off, how are you doing, my friend?
Hello, Relyea. Thanks for having me on here. It's a pleasure.
So, first off, can you describe, like, what is the project that you're working on at a high level? So, like, just kind of generally, like, what is it?
Okay, so Hollow Knight: The Sanctuary is basically a fan-made expansion of sorts. We're a team of like 12-ish people, I think, 10 to 12 people, and we are trying to implement an all-new area into the existing Hollow Knight, which will be free to download and free to play, of course. And this is going to tell an all-original new story that still, you know, it kind of lives alongside the canon, so it's still really fitting to the Hollow Knight universe, but it's original, has some original elements.
Very cool. It looks so good already from just like the NPCs and the artwork perspective. So yeah, definitely excited for it. I'm curious, one, what is your role in the project, and also just generally speaking, how has the project development been going?
Okay, so it first started off with Tian, who is the project lead and also behind all of the art, basically, hitting me up and being like, hey, Stizzle, can you maybe come up with some lore and story about this project and help me get some new members? So that has been basically my role. I've basically written and built the story of this expansion and the lore and the world. And I've helped get in a few other people, you know, reached out to people. And yeah, development has been going steadily. It kind of tends to be a bit slower for these fan projects in general than for real games when it comes to development and progression.
So what is the scope of the project, like, as far as how many areas or bosses? Like, what is it that you guys are really trying to add into the game, as far as whatever it is you're willing to share?
Okay, the scope of the project is basically the Sanctuary, which is going to be the area in which you're going to play in, and that's where the whole project takes place. And within it, we've got all new, like basically I think every art asset you see is created from scratch, and every NPC you will see is created from scratch. We've got like 4, 5, a few, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say the exact numbers. We've got a bunch of NPCs. Let's just
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh god, my team is going to strangle me because I'm not as tight-lipped as I should be, maybe.
If you want, I can take that out.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, and we've got a bunch of enemies to fight, a bunch of quests, and we're also going to implement a skin system where you'll be able to obtain new skins. At least one of which is an original skin created by our team, and we're also trying to get skins from like other teams as well and other modding creators. And then we've also got a boss we're working on, which is going to be one of my favorite parts of the expansion, to be honest.
How long was it before even the trailer went up? Like, how long have you guys been working on this?
Okay, so basically, Tian, our, as I said before, like project, project lead, reached out to me. I think it was in October 2020.
Wow.
Really long time until we really got started, because we had to pick out members and really had to see what kind of combination of members really fits the team and where everyone's place is. So until we could really get started, it was actually like February, I think, 2021.
Any idea on when this is going to be ready? This is coming out soon, right?
The infamous word. Yeah.
Right. Soon can be soon just means anything at this point.
Yeah, soon it means anything. Yeah, this project is there's no to be announced release date yet. It's basically non-determined yet.
Is there anything in this project that you guys need help with, or do you kind of already have your team really solidified?
I think at the moment, like, our team is really solidified.
And so, last but not least, what is the best way to get in contact with you guys or the team as far as just to stay updated on the project? Like, do you guys have a Discord or just your YouTube channel? What's the best way to keep updated?
We currently do not have a Discord and aren't really planning on doing so. The best way to stay updated is just basically my YouTube channel.
Good. Yeah, I'll make sure to leave links to all that down below. So,
Perfect.
yeah, Stizzle, thank you so much for coming on and give us an update on the Sanctuary. Like I said, it looks so good, and I'm really hyped for what you guys come out with.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me, and yeah, I wish you all the best, and also all the best to all the viewers out there.
Thank you all so much for stopping by. A lot of really awesome projects, and I can't wait to see all of these come out. It might be a little bit, but that's okay. Totally worth it. Like, these look so good. They're all putting in their heart into these projects. All these fan-made stuff just gets me so hyped. I'm excited. Let me know down in the comments, which project are you most excited for? What do you want to see be brought to the light of day? Again, my name is Relyea, and I'll talk to you again more real soon. Thanks. Bye.